Hello, this is Targor. This video is a Twitch stream that was not edited, so it's going to look like a Twitch stream. Welcome to my vision of World of Warcraft Classic Plus. The design direction of my vision of Classic Plus is substantially different from that of retail WoW Circus Shadowlands, any private servers, Vanilla Plus, and Turtle WoW. This is partially because this aims to fix Vanilla WoW's many problems first, flesh out and polish it second, and add new content third. This is part of a playlist of videos. Check this video's description for a link to the playlists. The document displayed is my vision of World of Warcraft Classic Plus, and the document's version number is 1.5.15. All versions of the document are based upon patch 1.12.2 of WoW. If you just want to know about the general design direction of my vision of Classic Plus before you otherwise look into this, then watch the introductory video in this playlist, or view the document yourself and look at the list of major features. The link to the document is in my channel's About page. That, and I do not have a team of people or however working to make an actual private server out of this. This is all pure design thus far, and it ain't done yet. These display changes made to the Temple of Atal'Hakkar, also known as Sunken Temple, and to Uldaman and to the Wailing Caverns, do not concern what drops in new places, nor things such as NPC hit points, NPC damage, or NPC pathfinding, nor some quest changes. Those are covered in different parts of this document that I will be covering in different videos. However, it is still worth briefly mentioning that elite NPCs in general, and not just in dungeons, are going to hit a lot harder and have a lot more hit points, and they will be able to run up 180-degree slopes, so walls, to chase players around without evade bugging. It is also worth mentioning that almost every damaging and crowd controlling AoE spell, item, and buff that is available to players was nerfed to have a hard target cap, a la Thunderclap, Whirlwind, and War Stomp of 6 targets per spellcast or tick. Furthermore, I need water. Good old water. Furthermore, all elite mobs in the game are being buffed so that movement speed slows with a lesser effect on it against them, by which I do not mean a lower duration or chance to resist the debuffs. Because of these changes and other changes, you will not be able to successfully do any spell cleaving or melee cleaving, and unless you sorely outlevel the dungeon, you will not be able to AoE farm it either. You should expect to have to actually use marks in dungeons, and for the tank to actually use a shield like therein and the druid. Now then, onto the actual changes made to these 3 dungeons. The Temple of Atal'Hakkar, also known as the Sunken Temple. Atali Witch Doctors will no longer cast Healing Wave, Lightning Ball, or Chain Lightning. Lightning Ball was formerly named Lightning Bolt. Instead of those 3 spells, they will cast Anoran Hex, which is a Frog Polymorph Curse, Stasis Trap Ward, and Healing Ward. However, I am actually lumping hexes under the same debuff type as curses, at least for the time being, but I'm probably going to separate them into 2 different debuff types later. Some troll NPCs will be replaced with new NPCs called Atali Blood Drinkers, which will have abilities that Sand Fury Blood Drinkers have. Because of what Blood Drinkers thematically are, they kind of have to exist in the Sunken Temple. It's a really quite the missed opportunity that they aren't in the Sunken Temple. Of all places. That aren't Zul'Gurub. Anyway, Uldaman changes. Just one bunch of changes. The levels of the mobs in the first half of Uldaman will be increased to those of the mobs in the second half of Uldaman in order to lower the excessively large level range of the dungeon. The levels of the loot dropped by the mobs that get buffed by this change will be increased accordingly, and the relevant quests will have their levels increase and rewards increase/buffs accordingly. And now Wailing Cavern changes. Beside the final jump, not the pillar jumps, into Wailing Caverns, that is the one right before Serpentis and Verdant the Everliving, I think it's what it's called. Something to the Everliving. Yeah, before the final 2 bosses that aren't Mutanis, there will be placed some rock formation that allows NPCs who can run along walls and ceilings to chase players across that jump in the Wailing Caverns. Remember, NPCs can run on walls now, so I could just put a wall there that players can't platform on. The Lightning Balls known by various druids in the Wailing Caverns will be replaced with Wrath, which will have the same damage and cast time as our Lightning Balls had. Lightning Ball is not a druid spell, it is a shaman spell, though admittedly druids do know a little bit of air magic, but only the kind that manipulates weather. they don't know they don't know how to make lightning. They don't know how to cast lightning spells, except, well, I guess they could theoretically cast it in like thunderstorm, but that's kind of that causes thunderstorm, but that's kind of like outside of the domain of this Classic Plus stuff. Anyway, that's all the changes I have to make to those 3 dungeons for the time being. I might have more ideas later. Well, more reasons to make changes later. Anyway, that's all for now, and see you later.